Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another discussion video because it's already time for round 2 of the life state poll. But before we get to round 2, let's go over the results of the first one, and well, it doesn't look much different from when I took that screenshot for yesterday's video. So witches won by a landslide, fairies came in second, werewolves trailed a little bit behind, and then genies only got 5%, unfortunately. So hopefully a witches game pack will be made, although I did see some talk about combining fairies and witches into one, and I don't know, with all the ideas I came up with the witches episode for my Sims 4 wishlist, witches could definitely stand on their own. Even though fairies could maybe like share some spells with witches, I don't know. I'm not sure if witches and fairies could be done justice if they were both done together, because there's some things that I love to see for witches, like different styles of wands and broom riding, and with fairies I'd like customizable wings and spells that lean more towards pranking other Sims. So I don't know if all of that could be pulled off if they were put into a game pack together, even though they share the similarity of being magic based. But moving on to round 2, Singer Grant says, let's do a poll again. Which life state that isn't currently in The Sims 4 would you want? We're going to do 2 different polls. This is part 2. We will combine the top 2 finalists from each in a final 4 poll. Part 1's winners are witches and likely fairies, but yeah, now the poll from round 1 is done, so fairies definitely got the runner-up spot. And yeah, we got zombies, robots, mermaids, and imaginary friend. And as you can see, I voted for mermaids. I really would love to play as them, although my vote for mermaids does have a second purpose, because if there's a lot of fan requests for mermaids, then that would give more of a reason for the developers to give us swimmable oceans. I'm sure we'll get them anyways, whether we get mermaids or not, but still, at least it would make swimmable oceans more likely, in my opinion, because, well, I don't think mermaids would be fun, well, at least not that fun anyways, if they were put into The Sims 4 right now, because the only swimmable waters we have are pools. Even though you could like have some big lots with lots of water in it and have like the natural pools if you own Get Together, it's just not the same. Plus, we can't dive underwater either, so voting for mermaids could also help increase the chances of being able to scuba dive as well, but who knows. But yeah, I gotta give a quick shout out to Cooper322, who made these awesome mermaid renders. It kinda gives us a little bit of an idea of what they could look like in The Sims 4. But moving on from mermaids, my first reaction to seeing this poll was actually that superheroes were not featured. What the heck? But Singer Grant explained to me that he personally does not consider superheroes a life state or a cult, so it wasn't really appropriate for the poll. And what he does consider them to be are something more extensive than a life state. So hopefully we'll get superheroes someday. I think that could be a really fun game pack as well. I'm a bit disappointed that imaginary friends are beating out robots in the poll right now. I thought the imaginary friends in The Sims 3 were so creepy looking, and I didn't figure out why I thought that until just now, because I realized they kinda remind me of the Tails doll from Sonic R that is subject to a lot of creepypasta on the internet, so yep, it all makes sense now.
Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? Yeah, it does actually.
I think the only way that I would want imaginary friends to come back is if they looked completely different from the ones in The Sims 3. Like, one thing that I suggested before was if imaginary friends took on the form of stuffed animals. Like, you could have a few, like an elephant or a bear or a giraffe or even a tiger, Calvin and Hobbes style, and then those could become like anthropomorphic animals that would only be visible to the child who's attached to that stuffed animal. That could be really cute, actually, but please, no creepy Tails doll-like thing, alright? Please. And I am also surprised that imaginary friends are beating robots, because robots have been around since The Sims 1, and I always thought they were pretty popular, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, yeah, there's been different kinds of them throughout the series, but I don't know, I thought people liked robots more. And I especially enjoyed creating a Plumbot in The Sims 3 because you could play around with so many different parts. So yeah, that is something that I'd like to see in The Sims 4 eventually, especially if we were to get a more futuristic setting. Lastly, we have zombies, and I'm surprised those don't have more votes, because even though personally I don't care for zombies at all, I find them pretty boring. Zombies were so popular for a long time, especially with The Walking Dead, but I guess they have maybe faded out a little bit recently. But unless some change happens before the poll closes, it looks like zombies are on track to be the losing vote. But that wraps up this discussion video, so if you're participating in the poll, let me know in the comments section below which one you chose for, or which one you would like to vote for, because I know some of you don't really enjoy using Twitter, but it's still really nice that the SimGurus are making an effort to be a little bit more transparent, and with SimGuru Grant holding these polls, so they have a better idea of what it is that we really want. But be sure to leave a like or comment or even subscribe, because it lets me know that you like my channel, my videos, and it helps you keep up to date more easily with the latest content from me. I do videos on The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching, and now I want to see rocking chairs because of that trailer.